Good evening, and welcome to Cocktails and Literature. I'm Justin, and this evening we're going to be talking about the Martini, as told in Last Call by Jon Hobbes. Little shameless self-plug. Last Call by Jon Hobbes was published in 2018 by Justin Raza. Not sorry. My book is available on Amazon, both paperback and Kindle. If you haven't already, please check it out. Please buy it. Please enjoy it. Let me know what you think about it. It's a lot of fun. Crime noir set during the 1920s, during Prohibition, and it's a lot of fun. The book is great. We've done the Martini in the past with A Farewell to Arms by Ernest Hemingway, but I thought it'd be a lot of fun to revisit it in a different novel, in a different context. And I'm going to read you a little segment from a chapter called Bartenders, Broads, and Martinis. The martini was stirred. I poured the cool, clear liquid into the coupe for the sensation before me. Her sparkling sapphire eyes never let her gaze break from me, not watching the cocktail slowly being poured, nor when I peeled the lemon and dropped the twist into her glass. The author, me, goes on to describe how exotic and seductive and sexy she is, but we're going to skip all the way down to once she finishes that cocktail and Jon Hobbes, the main character, the bartender, comes back to her to see if she wants another drink. I'm going to skip down. I think I'll have some cognac, the sensation told me when I returned to her and asked if she wanted another. I cocked my eyebrow up in a sort of surprise. She returned the look. You disapprove? She questioned suspiciously. Not at all, I assured her. Actually, I was impressed by her. I'm always impressed when a woman fancies the brown water, especially one as gorgeous and exotic as this. But don't you know the rule? I asked her playfully. She casually looked side to side about the room as if searching for some sign or plaque that posted the rules of the establishment. Her own delicate eyebrows raised this time, waiting for me to fill her in on the regulations we had here in the Ace of Clubs. I don't see any rules, she stated in mock protest before I could begin. A casual shrug of her bare, slender shoulders pushed her cleavage up momentarily for me to enjoy. This move wasn't an accident. She went on. And besides, even if there were, rules were made for breaking, aren't they? A devilish smile played across her lips. Unless, of course, they're my rules. She leaned forward, closer to the bar, again, giving me a fine view of the tops of her breasts. Still not an accident. And I had this funny feeling that she knew exactly where this conversation was leading. I still want some cognac, she demanded in a playful tone. But even I can be persuaded to break my own rules, she added, misbehavingly. I put my elbows down on the bar and leaned closer to her as well. Only inches separated us. As with the martini before, without ever looking away from me, she retrieved another cigarette from somewhere and fitted it into the long, slender holder. Obviously, I lit it for her. After a long drag, the red heat smoldering at the tip of her smoke, she asked casually and coolly, What is this rule you speak of, barman? Blowing the smoke in my direction. But the fire in her eyes, like the tip of her cigarette, betrayed her disinterested demeanor. But of course, I took the bait. The Martini Rule, I stated. Elbow on top of the bar, the cigarette in her hand burning away unsmoked as she waited. She gave me a look that told me to continue. A martini, I informed the sensation, is like a woman's breasts. Her attention was rapt now. One isn't enough, and three are too many. So there you have it. Whenever you have a martini, you gotta have two, obviously. One's not enough, three are too many. So we are going to stir the martini as Jon Hobbes said we should. I'm going to do a little London dry gin. We're going to do 2 ounces of gin. Put that in our cocktail shaker here with a little bit of ice. And then some dry vermouth. We're going to do an ounce of that. You can do as much or as little vermouth as you like. For me personally, I'm a 50-50 man. I like equal parts gin and vermouth, but that's just me. I love vermouth. But like I said, this is a 2-to-1 ratio with the gin being the 2 ounces and the vermouth being just a single ounce. We're just going to stir this up a little bit. What this is going to do is get the martini cold without bruising it. Bruising it will constrict it and constrict the liquid, constrict the liquor, which is fine if you want to go in that direction. I like a brewed martini every once in a while as well. Think about when you're in the winter and you walk outside and it's freezing cold. What happens to your body? You constrict. You get really, really cold. It's freezing. That's what happens when you're bruising the liquid, when you shake it really hard. What this does here, stirring it, it's more gentle, and it's like your body temperature. When your body temperature is just at a more comfortable temperature, you're more relaxed. You're easier going. You can button up your jacket. You feel good. It also, because the liquor is not going to be so constricted, what it's going to do is give the liquid itself a more clean and just more lush and richer, a smoother mouthfeel, if you will. We're going to pour that into the coupe. Sadly, I don't have the sensation before me with the cleavage hanging out to give it to. So I'm going to take my twist, put it in there, and I'm going to have to, sadly, drink this martini all by myself. But whatever. Cheers. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so already. And check out my book. I hope you like it. If not, have a martini. I hope you like that too. Shake it, stir it, whatever you want to do. Cheers. Salud.